with Draymond and Clay's poor play. I want you to mention who do you think is affecting them more?
I think it's Draymond, honestly. I don't know if you saw it. Draymond's own mother tweeted out, I don't know what's happening with Draymond. Stop reaching out to me. For all we know, this could be Draymond's clone. Because people forget, Draymond scored 30 in the biggest game of his career. Draymond, there was a point in time where Draymond was considered a two-way player and not an offensive liability. And to be honest with you, his player comparison, I was talking to my dad about this, is a middle school basketball player. When he gets the ball, he literally takes one dribble, picks it up, and is he's looking past the ball and get it out of his hand. And it's ridiculous. He's significantly better than the player he's playing to be right now. And he's becoming a liability on, honestly, the offensive side.
Complete liability. In Game 4, there was a time where he dribbled up the floor, and Marcus Smart stole it from him and went and scored a layup. Next possession, Draymond dribbles up the floor, doesn't know where to go, passes it into nowhere.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Other end of the floor, and Robert Williams dunked on him.
Yeah.
This was 3 consecutive possessions, and I said, I want the Warriors to win this game. I said, Kerr has to take him out. He's an utter liability. And I was really doubting Kerr's coaching until the fourth quarter of Game 4, because then he made the tough decision to take Draymond out, and Draymond, we can say whatever we want about his play, and I'm the biggest Draymond hater out there. I think he should not be on the floor whatsoever. I think that Looney is much better than him. Kuminga could get a chance. And Draymond's another person who would agree and say, though, that it was the right decision to take him out. So I think his maturity is there, but he was doing nothing on offense. Defense, he wasn't doing all that. He made one good offensive rebound late that really did help out and led to a second chance bucket. So I think Draymond was important in that capacity. But I was yelling at the TV Kerr, why are you afraid to play Kuminga? Nemanja Bjelica is getting minutes, and he played well defensively. Tatum didn't score on him, but come on, can we really trust him? Draymond Green was playing horribly. I don't see why they can't try and use the spark plug. What made the Warriors so great all year is the spark plugs of Jordan Poole, Gary Payton, Jonathan Kuminga, even Moses Moody to an extent.
So
I think they should definitely throw Kuminga in. So what I want to see the Warriors, an adjustment Kerr's made, because I was going to come out here and put Steve Kerr on blast. We don't even know if he's a good coach. Curry's carried him. But that fourth quarter, he did prove something to me. But I would still say to Steve Kerr going forward, putting Kuminga as a spark plug over Draymond. He started Game 1, didn't he? And that didn't go horribly his play.
Final starter of all time. Here's what I'll say. I don't think one quarter of NBA basketball has changed my opinion on Steve Kerr. Like you said, my biggest thing that bothers me about Draymond is I know he's better than how he's playing right now.
I know.
Here's the thing though, right? You look at it, no matter where he's been in his career, he's always a plus defender. Meaning that the offense just has to be able to scrape by. And that standard for Draymond is attainable for sure. He could be offensively just enough to scrape by, but the truth is, it's the mentality he has right now that's hurting him. I'm not saying he's letting these Boston Celtics fans get in his head, but it's clear that he's trying to do more or less than he's capable of.
I mean, I also don't buy the narrative that's that much of the Celtics fans or his podcast. A lot of people are saying Draymond's podcast is holding him back. I don't buy that. It's only an hour. I think he's in his head, and I don't think he's played like the same player in this postseason. Beginning of the year, I said he's going to be the first All-Star to not average 10 points, 10 rebounds, or 10 assists. But now those numbers are still there, but his emotional factor has only really helped him in Game 2.
Yeah. The truth is that I'm not saying take him off the floor in big moments because you really do need his defense. But if he can't play offense, the Warriors really need to reevaluate, and they need to do it fast because they have 3 games to win the championship.
Yeah.